Hey everybody, Dave Lee from HCS Creates with a little vlog update of the MonoBomber. So it's a little bit difficult to kind of see, I guess, what's going on here, but I posted some pictures before. Preston had welded up a steel frame that we could use to mount these ammo cans, and these are 50 caliber ammo cans that were put here for the batteries. So we've got two 12 volt sealed lead acid batteries in each one. I've got it, there's spacers in there with foam and foam on the bottom so that they are cushioned and protected. And now I'm going to take all of it out and drill some holes in the back probably, just so that there's some ventilation. I don't need it to be airtight and waterproof like you do with an ammo can. And maybe I'm being concerned and I don't need to be, but I'm a tad concerned about them heating up and then the heat not being able to go anywhere and then, damaging the batteries. So the other thing I've done is we mounted the old tractor seat, to the center ring and this frame here. So it's nice and sturdy. Added a chain tensioner. So I just gotta hook my chain back up now, and that should be good. My controller's here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have a brass plate that's engraved that has Preston, Mike, Perotti, and myself, our names on it, kind of like a manufacturer's plate or something like that. We're still figuring out how best to do a dash, because we want to have a dash. We want to have a side piece that comes out, or kind of like a cowling that we can mount LED headlights to, have lots of flashing things and buttons and toggle switches and stuff like that. And then the next thing also on that would be, I've got these floorboards, motorcycle floorboards, that I'll end up attaching down here where the pedals used to be. And then the other engineering fun thing that we're going to do is steering is going to be these go-kart pedals. So like if you ever go into a helicopter, or at least I don't know about civilian, but military helicopters, they have, you can see the pedals for, gosh, I don't know, I don't fly. All I did in the helicopter was jump out of it or rappel out of it, but they have the, ailerons, I think it is, controls. So it kind of mimics a little bit of that look and should look pretty cool, but it actually is going to steer left and right. So these two pedals will, if you push left, it's going to have a rod that will traverse back here to the back section, which is still being fabricated. And the wheels, there'll be two wheels in the back, and so by pushing this, that rod will go back and it'll push the levers that will essentially steer the vehicle left. So the pilot can drive but also steer it from up here. And I know the physics of that is not the greatest idea because it makes it a very awkward as you're going, that woo makes it kind of a herky-jerky kind of steering. But really there's no other effective way to do it. Leaning the monowheel is not an option the way that we're attaching the tail section. And yeah, I mean, we're non-engineers engineering fun vehicles. So yeah, so anyway, it should be pretty fun. In the back section, again, we'll have a seat and tail fins. And so it'll look like the back end of, I think it was a P-38 was the plane that we were looking at. And then in between the tail fins, is the seat for the gunner. And let's see if I can go over here and show you the gun that we kind of have two options for the gun. I like both. I really like this one here. This was at our thrift shop, and I think I'll probably have to build for this one something like an ammo can box on the lower one, which will make the whole chain a little bit more sense, and give me something to mount this to on a pole so that Mike is back there as the gunner. And pew, pew, pew. The other option I have is the Nerf Vulcan, big ass, cool machine gun, but it doesn't have, you know, kind of the vintage aviation machine gun feel that the other one does. So we'll probably end up using the green one, and it's a heck of a lot lighter. So yeah, those are the projects that are being messed around with now. Now I got to go to my other workshop, my one-car garage at my house, and work on the barrel vehicle. This is the vehicle we built for Thomas Nelson Community College musical production of Beauty and the Beast. That was Maurice's vehicle. And it's getting converted into the top section into a bar so that we can drive around and serve drinks, and which I'm going to do so at Key City Steampunk Festival this weekend. And Wheeler's getting married, Megan and Wheeler, and to help celebrate, we want to serve some drinks. Plus, it's I think it's a cool vehicle to have. You know, I mean, to drive around, looks cool, and then serve booze. How could that be wrong? So, cheers!